Hey people, Intro here, 53, SDL Province Blue Team. AngryMangoGuy is a Techmarine. Starts off in ranged combat with a bolt gun, can get a melee weapon, supports with structures and repairs alongside Night Stalker's Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default. Begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. We have some Lamenters, looks like, alongside and rounding off the team, Nityphice and a Brother Captain. A durable hero walking through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support fighting in melee. On the red team, FatherTron and a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero, walk through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee. And alongside a couple of Lord Commissars, this is BuriasDrakshal and JoshyBoy. These are offensive and support heroes fighting in melee, begin with a refractor shield, and also shoot their own fellas in the head to encourage them. This is the mid. Couple of guardsmen here for Drakshal, Sentinel up for JoshyBoy, shooting match in the mid. Those tactical marines though don't have any cover at the moment. Here comes support from the Brother Captain and the Apothecary. It's like 3v1 against Burias here. Support coming in now from JoshyBoy, Sentinel flanking in. Some guardsmen, and there's that Commissar. Commissar could maybe, yeah, this guy's tying up the tactical marines, which is generally what you want to do with your Commissar early on, I think, although he's switching targets. Going after the Stormtroopers, much easier to get models off these guys, and they do deliver some decent DPS, so it's good to tie them up too. Now this guy runs off. I wonder if that was a mistaken retreat there, because he had full health, I think. Maybe he meant to retreat these guys, yeah, maybe that was the case. Now he retreats them a bit late, and they wipe. Easily replaced though, just guardsmen. I think they may have had their sergeant though. Still got his sentinel. Chaos Space Marines here for FatherTron on the west side, but is forced to retreat. Heretics already off the field. That's against AngryMangoGuy on this west side. Attacks can now fast cap the VP for a 2-1 on the blue team. Charging up the eastern side though is Nityphice, having a look at the power. Strike Squad chucking out their banishment thanks to the Tomes of Titan. Can they get one gen down? I think they can. Stormtroopers off the field. Now they're meleeing down this one. The other hammer must have been used already. Gen down. Is he going to lose a Strike Squad model though? Maybe the Sentinel can get one on the chase. Power Sword already in for JoshyBoy's Lord Commissar. A power weapon, as you would expect, but gives him the awesome lead by example, which is a fantastic, kind of like the Force Commander's battle cry, but better because it gives him a speed boost and he gets more of a buff on those special attacks. 500 to 476 on the VPs. Might be able to get right through and touch the power here. Meanwhile, speaking of touching the power, 2v1, is it? No, a 2v2 fight. Raptors are here. Also have a combi flamer. Blue team trying to get on the power, but they might need to back off. Scouts just got their sergeant in looking for a grenade. There it is. Misses the heretics. Raptors haven't jumped yet. Just running into the double tacks. Chaos Lord chasing down the scouts with his combi flamer. Will mess them up as they try to leave. Raptors still haven't jumped. Apothecary's gone down. There's the Catechans with some grenade barrage action. Must be one of the Cadian elite schemes because those Catechans look weird. Big retreat now from Night Stalker. I mean, where's the bandanas, fellas? Got helmets and proper uniforms, not proper Catechans. What's this Chaos Lord up to now? Oh, he's reviving the Lord Commissar who was there. Didn't even see him. I thought he was just casually moseying back to base. Raptors can maybe get to this wreck point. Guardsmen, yeah, there's a jump to get to the wreck point. Guardsmen will cap the contested VP. And we'll have a 2-1 for the red team now. Brother Captain's being chased by a Lord Commissar. Doesn't have a level yet, this guy. What about you, JoshyBoy? Also doesn't have a level. Might get the Brother Captain down. One more hit might do it if he can get the melee charge to prop. There's the melee charge. Couldn't quite get a hit. Maybe the pistol would have done a work though, maybe. If he kept targeting the Brother Captain, but he went after these guys now. Who have a impact grenade on their sergeant. Scouts coming over with a frag grenade. Frag grenade does way more damage, but also has a timer. The timing of it is more tricky than an impact grenade. Apothecary's still down. Here's the Commissar back to his feet. Also has a power sword. Pretty much a no-brainer, I guess, against double Space Marines and Ordo Malleus. Lots of heavy armor. And the disruption and the buffs are so good. And the speed bonus makes a big difference. Helps you get melee kills, maybe. Retreat kills, I should say. Although if you're performing those specials, perhaps not. Chaos Lord forced to retreat. There's some Khorne worship. Trying to help him get into melee. We've got a heavy bolter here on heavy weapon squad. Double Raptors maybe for FatherTron. I wonder if that's a mistake. JoshyBoy, yeah, cancelled it. JoshyBoy goes tier 2. Interceptors in for Nityphice. They are teleporting infantry with 30 DPS melee, so same DPS as Raptors, I believe. I think it's 30.77 or something like that. I wonder what their sidearms are like, though, because the Raptors have really good pistols. They're like 10.29 DPS or something. I'm not sure what those interceptors one are like. Lord Commissar chases off some tactical marines. Now he backs off himself, taking bolter fire from other tactical marines, are they? Oh, they're shooting at the catechins. They're always a prime target because they can do so much for your opponent with all their disruption and even support options. And they're dangerous melee, so they get targeted like crazy. Off the field there. Raptors trying to jump on the attacks. I guess they didn't get the suppression on them, eh? Dropped a model load attacks. They do have a flamer. Maybe from that earlier power push. Apothecary is back to his feet. I'm not sure if he must have repurchased because those guys would have had more XP if they revived him. And he's got improved medical equipment already queued up for tier 2. So we might see Arm of Apothecarian with extra energy. Helps to power it. Power bashing on this northeast corner. Thanks to Nityphice, interceptors are here. So are the double stormtroopers with their sergeants. Brother Captain here also, no war gear. But you get decent chunks of XP for taking out power gens. Power push on the other side. There's the immolate from the combi flamer. And heretics also melee down one, do they? Oh, not quite. Oh, they did. It just got rebought. So did that one get rebought. Look at the damage immolate did. This one's being repaired. So they saved that. Raptors off the field. CSM still in the field with Eternal War. That's 20% more damage to melee and ranged attacks. You can see those insignias around their guns and the plus icon on the indicator. Catechins back in play so they can disrupt the blob of marines maybe. Although the suppression is dealing with them for now. Still pressure on this northeastern power point. Ogrins are here to start bullying things for JoshyBoy in tier 2. Disruptive line breaking infantry that can smack things pretty damn good, and they're quite resistant to regular piercing damage with their super heavy infantry armor. Really nicely done on that impact grenade. Got 2 of the models. Well, doesn't help anything stay in play really. Sentinel needs repairs. We've got Flamer Guardsmen, so they're going straight for the power maybe. Commissar comes for the central wreck point there. Chaos Lord scares off the Apothecary. I shouldn't say scared off. He'll be upset with me. Improved medical equipment is in for more energy and more energy regen. Up to 200 energy at level 1 with extra regen. Smite from a librarian really messed up those guardsmen. Good grief. Catechins also got messed up. The guardsmen do have plasma guns. Helps them trade with heavy infantry such as tactical marines and raptors. They almost wiped. Look at that. Raptors have their aspiring champion. He's got a big old demon wall. Doesn't want to fight the librarian, I guess. I thought they were going to smack him with that demonic strength thing. Marco Zine CSM also for FatherTron. Inferno damage on these guys. Very effective versus heavy infantry. Giving 25% more damage, I believe it is. Pretty good against super heavy. You don't get a damage bonus against super heavy, but you do full damage. So they help against Terminators. Especially compared to regular bolt guns. Not quite as good as plasma damage though. 413 to 431. Although the aspiring champion would get a plasma gun if they got him. One of the awesome changes in Elite mod that you just kind of take for granted these days. Plasma cannon. Trying to hit that Chaos Lord. Is that double plasma on these guys? Yeah, double plasma on the tactical marines. Over 26 DPS just on the plasma gun. Then you've got all the other bolters, and they've got Kraken bolts, of course, to buff it. Apothecary's gone ranged with customized Storm Bolter. Can use full auto to shut down an enemy hero is usually how it's used, but he could use it on something dangerous like Ogrins. Ogrins on the east side running off. JoshyBoy, oh, he lost his Sentinel along the way. What is this? Oh, it's Canticle of Absolution, I think. Giving health and energy regen to all this infantry. It's a global ability of the Brother Captain. He's got unending purge, and we have some purifiers, which is awesome to see. Don't get to see these guys very often. Especially since they got these new models with these fancy swords and that big old Justicar hammer, which is heavy melee. Very cool. We'll see if they can handle the Ogre. 2150 hit points to level 1. Good grief. But the captain didn't get Bulwark, I guess. Going for the more selfish, unending purge. 368 to 431. Could still get the warding staff, maybe. Raptors with a good jump. Suppressing all those guys. They power bashed a couple of gens, looks like. Smite is chucked in. This guy does have his fancy staff, so we could see a force barrier, but he gets jumped. Raptors doing some decent work in this game so far. Shutting down the... we got Stern Guard here now for AngryMangoGuy. So he's got double tax and Stern Guard. Librarian might need to do some counter-initiating for those guys, but they're going to get jumped a lot, you would think. Red team going straight for the power again. We've got Havocs here with an auto cannon. Really powerful weapon, good versus all targets, does require setup. Heretics in support. I think the Heretic should hang back here, worship Pawn, help these guys retreat maybe. But they're going in. Immolate, burning stuff. It is doing friendly fire to the Raptors. Now the Raptors are getting shot. The Heretic should have hung back, I think. Trying to decap now with the Chaos Lord. Librarian knocks him over with the Force Barrier, stops the decap. May have to retreat here. He's taking shots. Yeah, he needs to retreat. Meanwhile, up the northeast corner. Oh, JoshyBoy lost his Ogrins. Look at them. They are down. They go tier 4, says FatherTron, which is a nice trick to have. I don't know what tier 4 is like. 318 to 431 on the VPs. He just calls in a Demon Primarch or something. Tier 3's all round then for the red team. JoshyBoy having a rough time of it on the east side. I wonder what happened in that fight. Was it just a brawl with the Purifiers and the Interceptors against them? And he stayed in too long, maybe. Back to the west side. It's red for now, not turning blue. Commissar's having a go, trying to tie up some Stern Guard. Veteran Stern Guard can... Oh, he goes down. Can swap their ammo to combat all targets. They're using their Hellfire rounds at the moment. Very effective against this lighter infantry. Searing through their flesh with acid. 294 to 431. VP lead for the red team, but can JoshyBoy recover and get control of that power? These guys didn't decap here and didn't rotate to the VP. They've gone for this contested power, kind of blob capping it, which I don't think is the best use of his army as a whole. Old Nityphice, tier 3 plus Night Stalker. JoshyBoy in tier 3. Maybe looking for the Stormlord. But the Interceptors can get those side cannons, and the Purifiers have that heavy melee weapon, so would need something to protect it. Commissar can't do it always. Fully kitted though. Stubbornness, Carapace armor. Up to 830 hit points, just level 2. There's marked target on those Raptors from this Signet armor. Wonder if we see a plasma gun from this guy to deal with this heavy infantry here. Chaos Lord is level 2 with Demonic Visage, debuffing units when he hits, and he's got the Mantle of Hate, some Drain Life. Gate of Infinity gets those guys to safety. Librarian is level to 2. He's sprinting around with Quickening. Double tax run. I don't know what position they were in. And reviving Chaos Lord here. Give him a big chunk of XP on his way to level 3 now. Commissar runs. Still level 1, that fella. The Raptors are alive, right? Yeah, they're alive. 256 to 426. Blue team able to get the VP of the red team here now. Can't get a triple though, they have a 2-1. Commissar smacking around these scouts. I don't think Night Stalker was paying attention to these guys, but he has now, and has some backup with the Strike Squad coming in with their Justicar. Justicar gets a power weapon. I guess it's a Force Sword. Other fellows with those regular melee halberds. And here's some Kassakin for JoshyBoy. Chucking a grenade. It's a nice grenade. Kassakin are elite ranged infantry, limited to 1. They can get various weapon upgrades they don't need to pay for, and they can switch them out at will. Oh, down they go. Strike Squad are down. Not sure what Nityphice was. Oh, distracted by this fight here on the west side. Purifiers are now level 2, but the captain's level 3. Oh, mark target on the Catechans, and they wipe. So Drakshal down to 3 squads of infantry. Here comes another heavy weapon squad. Blue team looking strong now, actually. And they got 140 or so VPs to make up. There's a 1-to-1. Gonna be a 2-to-1 for blue. Fast capping Marines. FatherTron needs to stay solid so his allies can rebuild and get a bit of a resurgence here. But the captain and his purifiers, they were not stopped by the heavy weapon squad. You're just not targeting them correctly, maybe. Purifiers now flee. They can silence people, which is what that Inquisition mark you see is. They like set themselves ablaze, and when they get close to stuff, it silences them, I think. We've had a bunch of different abilities over the years. 256 to 376. Mark target on the Raptors, gets them out of there. But they're able to jump even. Here comes the plasma, though, from the guardsmen. These guys are in light cover because of the crater that's here. Heavy weapon squads with some autocannons, but interceptors are in there. And there's mind blades. Global ability of the brother captain, boosting melee skill and melee damage, and they're going to tear apart these guardsmen. They are getting shot though. Plasma cannon shot comes in. Huge losses on those guardsmen. Can they wipe them? Just the Commissar gets away. Looks like he's alright. That was quite nasty in the end. Where was the plasma cannon? Oh, back here. And it's leveled to 2. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Night Stalker. More guardsmen for JoshyBoy. And there's a Chaos Predator for FatherTron. Maybe with the Mark of Corn. Land Raider incoming, says Night Stalker. And Grey Knight Terminators for Nityphice. 2-to-1 for blue. And they are in the ascendancy here, because the guardsmen have lost a lot. Commissar gets revived again. This guy's still level 1. He does have Emperor's Wrath. Oh, there it goes. Levels to 2, which is awesome. That's something that can really change an engagement. Raptors just killed the Apothecary, and then they took a while, but they eventually retreat. Commissar levels over here. This is JoshyBoy. Level 3 now, killing some scouts. They got away. What's all this? Some purifiers alongside some level 3 inquisitorial stormtroopers. Where are the other fellas? They're back at base. Can the red team get back onto this VP west side? 256318. Heretics are going to try. Mark of Corn Havocs will set up. The tank is also Mark of Corn. More speed, more damage. Not bad. Heavy bolters get a 75% damage increase for 40 DPS each. It's a lot of piercing DPS. Like more than a Techmarine in each of the side sponsons. More than a full squad of tactical marines. Pretty good. Other captains level 4. All of this stuff getting silenced doesn't really make a difference because guardsmen don't have an active ability. Well, I guess they have the buildable cover thing. It may give other effects, like boost their health regen or something, which is why he's using it there. It might have been because the Commissar was around. Plasma Cannon gets the Raptors off the field. Chaos Lord also off the field, but he drew fire. And red team hold the western VP. Land Raider Redeemer is here. The blue team can now reinforce around this thing and retreat back to it. It's a fantastic support vehicle in a 3v3. Can make a huge difference. Scouts wiping. Tank getting that damage on. Ouch, eats a plasma cannon shot though. And I think that counted as rear armor, which is 30% more damage. Another Land Raider Redeemer, which I assume is also, yeah, going to go onto the west side. Meanwhile, Grey Knight Terminators are here, and they've gone for the Incinerator. Fighting a Lord Commissar, they will mess him up. But can he get a model before he dies? Or retreats? No. Those halberds are power melee splash damage, so very effective against groups of infantry. Can meet stuff in melee and tear it apart. JoshyBoy now with the Baneblade on the way. Get las cannon, says FatherTron, because of these land raiders here they need to deal with. Yep, Havocs are indeed on the way. This tank can help, and so can this autocannon. There's some Khorne worship, another autocannon here. And these Kasrkin can get melter guns. And they have a crack grenade on there, or a melter bomb or something. At the moment, they're using those plasma guns, which are doing very good DPS for those Terminators. There's Canticle of Absolution again. And of course, we are the hammers in there. 205 to 309, 100 BPs or so in it. Interceptors teleporting with that awesome disruption, chucking out a Psych Out grenade, which will drain the energy of those fellas and suppress them. Commissar gets a hit and runs. Not a whole lot that JoshyBoy can do here, really, against Nityphice's armor. He's going to get a Baneblade, though. See where that goes. West side is now blue, and they're looking to get a triple cap here, 205 to 291. Can the red team get themselves back into this game? I mean, they still have the VP lead, but in terms of army, blue team are on top. That's a very quick retreat there from Nityphice. These guys can't retreat, having to teleport away. Not sure why I retreated so quickly. Could have tried to back off and draw them into trouble. And there's the Baneblade, bristling with guns, Mega Battle Cannon, Heavy Bolters, Las Cannons, Demolisher Cannon, and another Land Raider, this time Crusader. And another Baneblade. I see lots of super heavy vehicles around. There's that Las Cannon that FatherTron mentioned. Scouts here getting some vision. Heretics do have an aspiring champion. There's a grenade. Decent hit. Doesn't kill a model, but it took a lot of damage there. Chaos Lord runs. Not sure if he meant to run. And now we have Melter Raptors with Melter Guns, and the aspiring champion gets a Power Fist and Melter Pistol. Will help deal with the Land Raiders, maybe. Still not going to be easy, though. Trying to steal the power on the east side is JoshyBoy. Baneblade sitting pretty in the mid. Might want to bring it over here, maybe. I imagine Drakshal's Baneblade will definitely come here. Crusader's not quite out yet. We've got some Terminators now. Getting an Assault Cannon. It's bad news for these Guardsmen. There's a lot of DPS getting those inspirations on kill. And there's the off-map. Ouch. Big hit. Off-map artillery strike. Should have teleported earlier. Maybe it was on cooldown or something. Apothecary just retreats back to the Land Raider. Can be very aggressive now with their forces, the blue team, because they can just retreat back to here. Could be nuke bait, though. Might see some rocket runs after a big retreat, perhaps. Or a Imperial Abyss, even. What's this? Commissar down. And now a hammer up on the brother captain. Go mid, says FatherTron. He thinks the west side is a bit too heavy right now. Got to try and draw some of this stuff away. Where did the Crusader go? Crusader's going east. Big old shooting match. The Baneblade will often win. Librarian getting into the back lines. Killed something. Heavy weapon squad with an autocannon was there. And again, they just retreat back. What's this guy doing? Oh, we have the Bloodlust Global going. Ouch, and those guys got deleted by a plasma cannon. This plasma cannon's been absolutely vicious for Night Stalker. Lehman Russ on the way, and we have a Manticore. Help break up the western side, maybe. Put it in a safe space, safe place first, maybe back here somewhere. Some repairs for the Land Raider. Here's the two Baneblades. They're having a go of it. There's a rocket run. Forced those guys forward. The second run didn't really do much. Not sure if the first run did either, but to be honest, what's this guy doing? Oh, turning back towards Nityphice. No idea if I'm saying that correctly. Probably not. That's what I'm going with. Nityphice. Lots of damage on the Baneblade. It did take some chunks out of this Land Raider. That's for sure. Chaos Lord goes down. A Melter Gun Techmarine now. Raptors are in a bad spot. Get shot up pretty good and suppressed by the Assault Cannon. Terminators can suppress you. Demolisher Cannon, decent hit. This Baneblade needs help, and here comes another Baneblade. The Crusader has backed off a bit in the mid there. Another Demolisher Cannon hit. Here comes the Crusader. Does have sight cannons on the top, which will damage all targets. And a Lehman Russ is here. Did not go for the Executioner. Sorry, did not go for the Vanquisher. Went for the Executioner. So more of an anti-infantry pick. Mind Blades on the Terminators, which are not very good against vehicles. Bit of a waste of mind plates there, I think. They're taking huge amounts of damage. This Baneblade is very low, though. Purify is tanking very well. Level 3 at 2600 hit points. 2601. How did he get the 01? The monster cannon going in. Here come Raptors. Can they get the Crusader down? That's cannon setting up. 2 Baneblades on it. Melter Raptors on it. Commissar taking swings at it. They do get the Crusader down. He was quite aggressive with it, Nityphice. Can they get the Terminators? Almost. Very nearly got the Terminators. Maybe they can chase them. Down to a single model. Had to teleport out. 205 to 92. GG, says Nityphice. Still got the 2 Redeemers. There's another rocket run. Completely wasted the rocket run trying to get the Terminator. AngryMangoGuy thinks they've lost it. Oh, we've still got it, he says. I thought he said we still lost it. AngryMangoGuy thinks they've got the victory in the bag still. Here comes another Leman Russ. And there's a Land Raider. Phobos. All of the Land Raiders coming in. Can they get a decap on the mid? Xenos Power Claw in for the Lord Commissar of JoshyBoy. And there's a repair bunker, is it? Yeah. That's a big help. Can they get this VP decapped here? That tank, have you leveled up, Mr. Tank? Not quite. Anti-got strike. Can they chase down that Land Raider? As the cannon narrowly misses the Land Raider. Now it's Guardsman going for the VP. Still kicking off in the mid. Immortal on the brother captain who runs. Could have picked a better target maybe. Perhaps these Kassakin over here. That very fancy hammer he's got only does regular melee damage, so should be targeting infantry with it. Some missile launcher shots coming in. Double missile launcher attacks here. And arm of the Apothecary is in. Kassakin with their plasma guns. Demolisher. Big old boom. Now they can shoot down the Apothecary. Lumen Russ is still here, but there's nothing to decap the VP. Apothecary was taken out. Kassakin is still here with a grenade. Misses. 192 to 46. Can they successfully get out here now? JoshyBoy's units. Demon Russ levels to 2. What's going on? West side, a orbital bombardment coming in. Oh, all in the same spot. Trying to get the Baneblade, but it wasn't just going to sit there and take him, was it? The state of the terrain in the mid now. Can they get something to decap here? Leman Russ being repaired. Red team done really well creeping themselves back into this. But now they have a bunch of VPs to make up. Last cannon still over here. Leman Russ is a vanquisher now. This new one, the BuriasDrakshal. Manticore still here with the Storm Eagle upgrade for more powerful missiles. Baneblade still pressuring the VP, but it's nothing to decap. And his double missile launch attacks now. What heroes are down? Oh, Chaos Lord and Commissar down. Apothecary down. Apothecary should get revived from there. In fact, I'm kind of surprised he hasn't already been revived. Asking for the revive. Being ignored. Oh, here we go. Brother Captain's going to get him. And he's level 5, this fella. Big booms. Demolisher. Big booms. Those guys back the hell out of there. We have a las cannon predator now for Night Stalker. It can't take on a Baneblade by itself, but it's got support from the double missile launcher fellas. And these are, yeah, both level 4 attacks with missile launchers doing big hits. Really big hits. Look at the Vanquisher though, just bullying that predator. Telling it to get the hell out of here. There's the advanced healing going off. Not sure what the brother captain's up to. Just hit the demolishing strike on thin air. Maybe just a misclick or hit the wrong hotkey. That's going to get a very good shot on the Leman Russ with marked target. Down it goes. Imperial Abyss. Everything tries to scatter. That's from the Chaos Lord. Some things are being dragged in. Big push on the Baneblade through the mid. 114 to 46. West side is still red. There's Malignant Blindness from FatherTron, reducing sight and weapon range to almost nothing for the blue team for around 15 seconds or so, I think. Random bunker here. It's stolen by the blue team. 101 to 46. Commissar's in there, and then he's not in there, he's down. But Chaos Lord and Drakshal are on their feet, so is that Apothecary, of course, level 5. Repair bunker doing well on this side. There's some random corn worship over there, not really helping anything. 89 to 46 is so close on the VPs. Blue team trying to stay mobile and push multiple areas. But they've got none of those Land Raiders left. 82 to 46. Suppression on the Apothecary. Gonna die. Does he make it out? He does. He got to 1 hit point. Terminate trying to brute force the cap, and they can't do it. Manticores and Baneblades and all sorts were shooting them. What's this? 73 to 46 on the VPs. There's that silencing from the Purifiers. Who then, oh, Interceptors run, Purifiers run. Did they get level 4? Level 3. He's very aggressively going after the Baneblade in melee. I'm not sure why. Those Terminators aren't really built to take down vehicles. And they didn't get away. Look at the float from Nityphice. Floating huge amounts of resources here. Should have spent them, really should have spent them. 66 to 46. Where are the Paladins? They've easily got Paladins up. World of Tanks, says FatherTron. There's certainly a lot of them. Another Demon Rust on the way for Drakshal. Have the red team done enough? Have they broken the blue team's back now? Maybe. I like that this guy gets spiky up. Trying to get something going on the west side. Fast capping tacks are on it. Now a VP lead for the red team. And there's the Paladins. They should have been in earlier, I think, for Nityphice. Maybe he didn't have the population before. But after losing some stuff, he's got enough of a gap now. And Paladins have heavy melee hammers, so they can go after the Baneblade and do a lot of work. Rocket Run says no. Got 2 pretty good runs there. Almost wiped the Purifiers, actually. They do get away. They weren't level 3. I don't think they would have survived that. Can they get the Baneblade, though? Look at the difference the Paladins make. Mind Blade is on them. Which is a big help. And Russ doing what he can. These guardsmen are trying to repair, I think. Kassakin, what are Kassakin doing? Should be shooting. Down goes the Baneblade. 42 to 22. There is another Baneblade around though, of course. Over on the west side. Orbital. There's an Orbital on the VP. To prevent them capping. Did it wipe something? CSM are on it now. There's Holy Grounds from the Paladins. Red team having to take their natural back. Oh, there's the game. Blue team had it at the end. Blue team got it through at the end. I wasn't even paying attention to the VPs. What decapped over here? A heroic decap. Not sure what it was. So we had a level 5 Techmarine, level 5 Apothecary, level 6 Brother Captain, Chaos Lord level 5. Should he have switched to a more dangerous melee weapon later? Maybe. Level 5 Lord Commissar for Drakshal and a level 6 Lord Commissar for JoshyBoy. Incredibly close. Huge amounts of super units and tanks. It was a fun one. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see ya next time.